Hey everyone, Blake from the Steel Donut here. I just wanted to give you all an update on what is happening with Fate and what's sort of happening through 2021. So as a TLDR, Fate is going to be delayed. Now that kind of sucks, I know it does, and I wanted to be fair to you all and sort of explain why. So Fate is going to be delayed because of a lot of things happening in our personal lives here at the Steel Donut. I'm not going to speak for any of the other guys, but I can speak for myself, and I would like to. So, Fate was my idea. I wanted to start it. I thought it would be great. Our biggest project. We've, of course, returned to the world of My Little Pony multiple times, and this would be the ultimate return. A huge story that hits every single cliche and then some, and every trope in writing a self-insert, all by an author that, again, he just sort of embodies every fanfic author. I wanted to do this big, exciting return to My Little Pony fanfiction. And I wanted to get the listener voices as a part of it because there were so many characters. I had a lot of help in putting the voices together. I know a lot of people were happy to contribute, and things are sort of coming along. Well, here's where things get complicated. So the recording of the episodes takes longer than normal. The chapters can get pretty long, and we have a lot to say. And then there's the actual splicing in of the voices. Editing takes a lot longer because voices have to be cut out and audio isolated, slotted in with the rest of it. It doesn't take too much longer, but it sort of adds up, especially as you get more and more voices in any given chapter. Now, this doesn't make it impossible to edit, of course, but it does mean it takes longer. And then, like I said, in my personal life, I've had several things that have delayed Fate because I'm the one working on it. I'm editing it. I'm doing most of the behind-the-scenes work. And that's fine. Like I said, it was my idea. I'm very happy to work on it. But personally, 2021 has brought a lot. So my family, not to go too deep into it, has had some struggles with money here and there. It happens to anyone. The recession back in the 2000s hit my father pretty hard at his job, so because of that, my parents have just had some money troubles, and I've tried to help them out. Part of this meant that I did not go to college coming out of high school. I stayed working to support them, and now I have the chance to go back to college in my 20s here in 2021, so that's what I'm doing. Obviously preparing for college, and once classes start, that's going to be a lot of work. And I planned on sort of trying to get as much of Fate done as possible before classes started, so we'd have a big backlog. That's what we've been making as a backlog. We've been recording, and editing, trying to prepare that backlog. Well, those plans were sort of sent awry. My father started having severe medical problems. There's a chance he might go blind. And so I have been helping out with them a lot. Obviously driving my dad around, getting into medical appointments, trying to help out wherever I can, and that has taken a ton of my time. It's also been extremely stressful for everyone, and it's a lot. Like 2021 has just thrown a lot at me all of a sudden. And the combination of trying to help out with my parents and also trying to go to college and then also trying to edit Fate, which again takes a lot more work than a normal video, in addition to all the other things that I have to do in my life, it's just one thing too many. I can't edit it nearly fast enough to keep up with the output of videos. I probably get one recorded every couple of weeks, depending upon the length of, or get one edited, every couple of weeks, depending on the length of the recording. And obviously that's not fast enough to keep up with output. And what we don't want when we do start releasing Fate is for there to be some big gap. The first 30 episodes come out, and then there's 8 months, and then it starts up again. That's awful. Nobody wants to go through that. We want to make sure that it can be released smoothly and that it can be finished, so that way no one's left hanging. There's not some awkward gap in release. It can just be a smooth, seamless process. So I want to make this very clear Fate is delayed, but it is not canceled. We are still working on it. There's no reason to panic. There's no reason to think, oh, well, so much for that, and we're never going to see it. We are still working on it. When it'll be ready, I can't say for sure. Again, a lot has been happening for me. A lot has been happening for everyone in the Steel Donut. Like at the end of 2020, going into 2021, all of us find ourselves with a lot less free time. And so that is just delayed things. It happens. But I don't want anyone to give up on Fate. We are not giving up on Fate. Obviously, God forbid something happens that makes the situation more complicated. We'll talk then more about if it needs to be delayed longer. As of right now, I'm hoping that it won't be too long. We'll try and give you updates. One thing you can do is you can hop on Discord. You can message me if you have any questions. I will be happy to give you a quick answer. And, don't give up hope on Fate. We are still going to keep Steel Donut videos coming to you. And Fate will be worked on. And when it's ready, we will, get you all hyped up again. We'll, make it a big project, because we don't want it to be an afterthought either. We're finally releasing this whole thing. Watch it if you want to. No, Fate is still going to be big and exciting once it comes out. So please stay tuned. I thank you all for understanding. Stay safe.